Triple G's, the Gods, Guardians, and the Gargantuans. Thank you for clicking on this live if you're watching it on a replay, because right now it's just you and me. There's nobody in this yet. But we're going to give people a little bit of time to jump in and do what they got to do so we can get some conversation going. I go by NOS or No Snero or No One Similar, No One's Son, Noise Over Silence, North Over South. Now on stage. You could keep coming up with the what do they call them? Anagrams. Yo, thank you for the gift. Serena, what up? What up for the hot cocoa? I wish I had some hot cocoa on me right now because it's freezing. It's been freezing all day, and they say it's only going to get worse down here in Florida. Thank you for kicking off the live with a gift that is dope as hell. So I titled this live chat tonight Fed, Fucked, and Freed from All Responsibility. Because I was just actually reading through some threads and somebody posted that. She was like, I just want to be fed, fucked, and freed from responsibility. And I was like, don't we all? Don't we all? Like, I feel like sometimes, or I think, not really so much feel, but definitely think that this world is kind of like a playground for like a realistic playground, like a unfathomably amazing, ultimate, superb playground for like maybe a couple thousand people, and the rest of us are just staff, like making it go around and giving the illusion of a real world, a real reality. But some people, like the super duper rich, or like the people who are born into wealth and don't really have to ever think about responsibility ever. They know that whatever they need is always going to be taken care of, whatever they need. Even like the basic carnal desires is always going to be taken care of. And I was like, man, what a life. That's just not the world. That's not the reality that the rest of us live in. You know what I mean? Yeah, hot cocoa would be fire. I'm actually about to go to the store and get some now that you said that. Cause how can I not? After you with the marshmallows, we'll go get some marshmallows. We'll go get some chocolate milk powder, huh? Start making myself some hot cocoa. I miss the cacao. We used to have blocks and blocks of cacao at my old spot. I'm gonna ask her to if I can get one because I know she still got a lot. Now that I think about it, thank you for reminding me. It's chilly in Texas, but it's still nice during the day. Yeah, I wish I could say that for Florida. It's actually pretty fucking cold outside. It's like 39 degrees, 41 degrees outside in the daytime at high noon. So, look, I'm in a house and I got a jacket on. Yeah. Shout out to Central Air wherever you exist, because it ain't here. Oh, man. But what up with you, Serena? How's your day? How's your past couple of days been going? How's your spirit? How's your mind? How do I get to my favorites? That's the question. They always make it so hard, baby. Where are my shits? My favorites. Whatever, I'm gonna just play this. We'll get it. We'll get it at some point. Oh, I think it's under saved. There we are. Let's see if there's something new we could find. You just ordered some cacao? Yeah, that's the OG hot cocoa. And it's like It's got like I think a high caffeine content, so it wakes you the fuck up whenever you do have it. Do not recommend taking it anywhere after like 8 p.m. because you will be up till 4 easy. I found out the hard way, but it was pleasant though. It was pleasant. It was a nice 4 a.m. Facts. Yeah, man. The cacao, and especially if you could get it from like indigenous cultures who harvest it directly from their land, that is the best always. So you gotta look that up. I have to look that up. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Instead of going to the supermarket tonight to go get like the powdered stuff, I'm gonna look up online where I can get official, real deal cacao. Melt it down. I'm gonna have to end up putting some. What marshmallow isn't processed? Like, is there even a whole food organic version of a marshmallow unless you make it for yourself? And even then, that's probably all sugar. I don't know, but I know marshmallows definitely take it up to a whole another level where you got that top layer of marshmallow on there. You know what I mean? Maybe sprinkle some nutmeg on the top. Sorry to hear about your grandma. My condolences to you, Serena. Damn, I know how that feels. I have been there, and it's not a good feeling. Capitalism strikes again, am I right? Gosh, dog it. But shout out to Granny for taking it, living her life to the fullest. I'm sure she did. And she's happy wherever she's at now. She's home now. No more struggling, strife, no more worries. Or maybe she just, you know, made her transition and she's waking up right now somewhere else in the world. Maybe a whole nother timeline. Maybe it's like the 40s or maybe it's 2065, It's very interesting. That whole process of death and how we don't know shit about it because nobody ever comes back and was like, yo, this is what happened. I died and I came back. Like, maybe one day AI and quantum computing will figure it all out. I think they're probably just gonna figure out what the mystics have known for millennia about reincarnation and stuff like that. Kai, what's good? Everything is well. What a beautiful name that is. Kayo Yamo. Kayo Yamo. That's what's up. I love that. You got the plug already. I get my cacao from Four Visions. They work directly with the indigenous communities in the Amazon. All right, I'm gonna write that down. Say less. Now I don't even have to go look. Four Visions. What is that? Like fourvisions.com or something like that? Put me on. Where's my notepad? Actually, let me use my pen because I just bought refills for my favorite pen in the world. Look at that. She's nice and full, baby. Nice and full. I'm gonna just write it down here on this spare paper. What is it? Social Security Administration? Nah, I got some. Got a notepad right here just to take notes. Wait, is it the word for? Yeah, it is the word for. Four Visions. Hold up, this is not feeling like a 10. This is feeling like a 7. Anyway, Four Visions for cacao. Maybe I'll just like Google it and it'll pop up. She had 86 good years of life and she impacted a lot of people. I'm happy for her, to be honest, because she was in a nursing home and she just hated it. Yep. Same thing with my aunt. A lot of grief for us, but I'm happy she's not suffering. Facts. And I'm hoping she went peacefully, I know when we get older, sometimes it's just like a lot of little things. Like you might find it harder to breathe, or you have higher blood pressure or higher cholesterol, so you have to sacrifice on what you eat a little bit. But If that's really like the biggest of the issues that we have as we get older, I'm with it. Just don't, I don't want nothing too crazy where like I need surgeries or like constantly have to be on some type of a drug or something. Oh, and I get a code? Say less. How you hit me with that? Serena Rose 15 for 15% off. Okay, that's what it is. I love that. Hopefully they give you a little something on the back end. Or we can help each other out. That's how it's supposed to be. Now I'm going with your recommendation, Serena. Appreciate that. Exactly. We gotta take care of ourselves now. What's the saying? An ounce of preparation is a pound of cure. Move that body. Take care of it to now. To now. I was about to say today, but then I changed it to now. Take care of it to now. Take care of yourself, everybody. Move that body. Drink some cacao before 7 p.m. You heard? Get it from Four Visions. Use the code Serena Rose for 15% off. Serena Rose 15. Pause. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, so I guess we could swing it back to the theme. The theme of the video is being fed, effed, and freed from responsibility. What else can I add to that? I like the word, the alliteration of the F's in the phrase. When I was growing up, I used to have this phrase called, with my homies. We used to say, find them, fool them, fuck them, forget them. Sometimes forever. We used to call it the 5F game. It's just things that young men tell each other to hype each other up. Find them, fool them, fuck them, forget them. Those were the days. And nonetheless, it was my homie First who put me onto that. So his name just so happens to also start with an F. First to God, shout out to him wherever he's at in the world. I think he's like in North Carolina right now. That's my day one, bro. He owed me like a good $200 too. So if you know him, or if you watching this First, I didn't forget. Remember that time you had me go? Where we went to Baltimore? He said, "Yo, I got this." He said, "Yo, I got this play. Let's run it." I said, "Yo, I'm already with you, bro. Even though a lot of times those plays be result in loss of yardage." He had this one last play. I said, "Yo, if he come through on this play, we good." Because sometimes his plays be dope. So his play was to rent a truck, a Penske truck, like a 25-foot truck, and we was gonna procure a vat for fucking biohazard waste or whatever, like fluids, like 1,000-pound vat. He had a connect in Baltimore. And he said, "Yo, we can make so much money. We just wait till the restaurants close down. And behind every restaurant and a grocery store, there's like a oil where they put their used cooking oil. And we get this vacuum. We vacuum their oil, which we're basically getting for free, into our vat that we're gonna keep in the truck, and we're gonna make dumb bread." He said he had the connect, and what's the last stop on the one train? South something? South Pier South or some shit. It was some Russians who was gonna buy everything. I talked to the Russians. It was like $98 a gallon. 1,000 gallons times $98. You know what I mean? We was gonna come off. It was an easy play. I didn't even have the bread. I had like $300 to my name. I spent my last $300 getting renting a truck. We drive down there, boom, boom, connect with the people from Baltimore, get the vat. The vat was dumb hard to put into the truck because we ain't think of that, rookies. And then we never was able to not only get the vacuum to take the oil from one place to the other, the licks, we was driving around and couldn't even really get into the oil vats. And I was like, yo, this what a waste. So after like 2 days of living in some random ass music studio, I was like, yo, I'm going home, man. I fucking I say, yo, you do what you need to do with the truck. I think I got on the Amtrak or some shit, or I might have got on. Yeah, I got on a bus. I got on like one of them double decker buses and fucking came home with my pockets tighter and my attitude and emotions was tighter because I was like, damn, first let me down. I thought this was gonna be a lick for the ages. I was tight, and we kind of like fell off after that too. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was like, this nigga. That's like the second or third fucking play that didn't turn out right. But nonetheless, that's still my mans in them. Not the 5Fs. An ounce of vision outshines a pound of cure. Okay, I like that one. Text, fam. Oh, yo, fam, text. What up? What up? It's been a minute since I've seen you. A few joints. What up? Everything cool on Chris? Everything chill over here on this side. Literally, it's fucking freezing in Jacksonville, Florida right now. It's like 41 degrees. I'm not even prepared. All my sweats are in storage, and I need to go to my storage container tomorrow and definitely pull them sweats out because I can't be cold like this. I don't like being cold. It's not my shit. Even in New York, I was never cold. Once the temp went past 45, thermals. And when you in New York, the thermals is always on deck. Thermals is on deck. You don't gotta go to no storage facility, punch in no code. Yeah, man. Texas is looking like the move every year. H-Town be calling me. But I gotta make it shake where I'm at for a minute. You know how that go. But yeah, man. Fed, fucked, and freed of responsibility. Let's meditate on it. Let's call it in. Let's manifest. What do we need to do? Or who do we need to be to make that a reality? I know I'm working on it on a daily basis. I can feel it. It's coming to me. I mean, for the most part, I got the fed part down. For the most part. Really don't have to worry about being fed too often. The middle part, the fuck part, that's gonna come when it's come. That's gonna come when it comes, all pun intended. Ha! Fire. And then free to responsibility. Now that's a tall order. Free to responsibility. I don't think that probably will never happen because I got babies. And my babies is always gonna be my babies. I don't care if my babies is 20, 30, 40, 50, they still gonna be my babies. I'm gonna be a 200-year-old. Be like, I'm just a little baby. My baby's gonna be 160 years old. I'm gonna be crossing the border at 200. I'm gonna be like, you're just a little baby. And they're gonna be like, yeah. Nah, we ain't gonna be old and feeble, man. I'm telling you, fucking nanobots, cyber prosthetics and shit, fucking energy healing, maybe fucking some world-renowned herbalist is like, I found the anti-aging fucking moss from the back of this stone that only grows fucking in a Sahara desert. And if you eat this once a week, you reverse an age. Of course, I've had all the F's. I've been freed of responsibility. I've definitely had my share of the middle one. Try not to curse as much as I could. But in the Fed, I'm fed like every day. It's very rare that I don't eat. I don't eat only when I'm feeling like down in the health realm. If I'm sick, I won't eat. I might do some soup or something like that. But what about you, Sleepy Bear? Shout out to you, by the way, for jumping in the chat. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you around. What about you? Are all three of your F's being fulfilled? Unseen was good. Welcome, welcome. Shout out to you if you're in the live chat right now. This is the No Snero channel where we go live every even day around 7 p.m. We talk about whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? I'm open to sharing the lives, inviting you on camera if you want to do that, if you're open to that. If you into critical thought, free thought, if you into spirituality, Japanese culture, anime, hip hop, any type of music, really. I'm gonna get back to the vlog. So if you're into that, family life or real life, consider subscribing. Yeah, man, that's what we do. I got the music playing. I got the convo going. The community's here. We could talk about whatever. I see y'all clicked in the video. 5 people bounce at the same time. That's crazy how that be happening. But yeah, man. It's whatever you want to do. Welcome. The greatest gift is letting them fly while reminding them the nest is never closed. That's a fact. When you wrote the word kids in all capitals, I don't know, it brought back that movie Kids. You ever seen that movie Kids from the 90s? With what's her name? Oh, my boo, I can't remember her name right now. She was also in He Got Game. She was Lala. He Got Game. What's her name? Oh, she's actually pretty big these days, and I like to think I had something to do with that because after Kids, you didn't really see her like that for maybe like 10 to 15 years, and I always kept posters of her on my wall and fucking pictures of her and on my laptop on a screensaver. And then she started to get more work, and now she's like a Star Wars Disney. Rosario Dawson. There we go. Rosario Dawson. Ooh, what a baddie. Yeah, that was a dope flick though. Really, really deep ass movie that I think every kid needs to see when they like 15. Bohemian was good. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing your presence, your time, your energy. It's actually needed. You know, I'm in here freezing, trying to yap my head off. Bohemian, what you got on the F's? You got the F's. I was telling everybody about how we gotta get the F's. We gotta get the daily feed, the daily and a hump day too. Is hump day too? Wow, what timing. And then freed from responsibility. Did you see that movie Fam Text? Highly recommend it. The beautiful ones. They always smash the picture. Always, every time. That's my favorite Prince song. My favorite one is The Beautiful Ones. Baby, baby, baby. That man, yo, that man was the greatest. I wish I could play that song right now. Serena said, I saw Rosario Dawson on 132nd and St. Nick and Y one day. I was at the local Mexican spot. Oh, she was on like the Broadway rent too, right? Telling you, that girl got acting chops. I might have fainted if I saw her in real life. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's probably why I never seen her in real life. Cause I would embarrass myself. I faint into a little puddle. Ah, la la. Yeah, man. I was a big fan of Rosario Dawson back in the day. I mean, I still am to this day. I'm so happy that she's reach the level of celebrity that she has. I hope she's not doing no funny business. Cause usually to get to that level of celebrity, you gotta participate in some bullshit. But I think that's why she probably disappeared for a while after that first movie, Kids, cause she was like 15 in that movie, and she probably just went, to be a celebrity the proper way. Like, go get your acting chops up, go do Broadway, don't be in the limelight, you know. Then the next time we saw her was when she played Lala and He Got Game. I was cooked after that. Cooked. I was already cooked after Kids. I was like, who that? Have I seen the boy in the striped pajamas? Nah, I never seen that. I haven't even heard that. Why does that sound like a Ghibli film? A Studio Ghibli. I like the version with Mariah Carey and Cisco, Beautiful Ones. Oh, I've never even heard of that. But nah, I don't even want to listen to it though. KO, shout out to you for joining the chat. Welcome. Thank you for sharing your presence with us. KO. But I've never heard of. I love Cisco and I love Mariah Carey. I think they are one of the two greatest vocal talents of our time, of our generation. However, I guess I'll listen to it one time since you put me onto it. I'll listen to it one time because I went to a cover band. The band's name was Purple Madness, and the lead singer who plays like Prince was like 6 feet tall, and so that kind of threw me off. And you know, I commend him for giving it all. It seemed like all he had, but it wasn't it. It wasn't it at all. And but yeah, I say all that to say, if I can listen to him butcher Beautiful Ones, then I'll give Cisco and Mariah Carey a try for sure. Red Ray, your name is Aretha. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I'll try to commit that to memory, cause I seen you around Red Ray a bunch of times. Red Ray. How did you come up with the handle Red Ray if your name is Aretha? I'm gonna check it out. Okay, a couple people have seen The Boy in Striped Pajamas. What's it about? Try not to spoil it, but give me the plot. What's a Devo? Don't. I guess I'm ready for it. Nobody's perfect, I suppose. But I hope you're not about to tell me no crazy shit about my mans that I ain't ever know or suspect. What's a Devo? He couldn't have been in nothing too crazy because he was super religious. I mean, now that I say that, some religious people be some of the worst people in the world. But what's Devo? I was sad when he died too. Super sad. Like, I was not expecting that, and especially like, did he die of like a overdose or on his plane or something? I heard so many weird ass stories about how he died. I was like, just tell me that maybe he got snooed or something by like a 7-footer. You was in Prince's presence a couple of times. Wow, you got to see him for real, for real. Woo! Wow. Now I'm living vicariously through you for now, Bohemian. You got to be on stage with the legend. The Boy in Striped Pajamas. Let me write it down. Alright, got it. The opposite of a diva baby. Two boys from different worlds become friends and the end is shocking. Oh, okay, that's the plot of the movie. I bet. I don't know what a diva baby is though. I'm about to have me go do some research. Oh, it's about the Holocaust. Yo, why did I think when you said striped pajamas, the only striped pajamas that I recall seeing in like a dramatic way has been like the Holocaust uniforms that they used to make them wear, like Schindler's List. Yeah, Schindler's List. That's when I saw it. What a crazy. I've been to the Holocaust Museum in DC too. We went in the 8th grade. I couldn't finish it. I was like, I'm out of here. Peace. Not gonna have me walk through this shit. I got like halfway into it. I was like, nah, I'm good. I put on my blinders. My teachers was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just gonna meet you guys at the end. Bye. This is too much. I couldn't believe that shit. But once you see a little bit of what, and then, as I got older, I saw this documentary called The Greatest Story Never Told, and that shit just fucked me up for good. Now I don't know what to believe. Now I don't know what to believe, fam. As they say, history is written by the victors. Wait, are you saying like he was actually like Prince was literally intersex? Is that what you're saying, Bohemian? That's the way my brain is interpreting what you're trying to type right now. I don't know about that. Did he being responsible? I could kind of tie Big Puff to Biggie and Tupac. I could see that. But Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston and Brittany Murphy, that's gotta be a stretch. That's gotta be a stretch. That's gotta be. I refuse. I refuse to believe. Bohemian, you gonna make me go look it up because you're not coming. You're not coming straight forward with the answers. What is a Devo baby? Oh, nah. What is it? DEVO? Yeah, DEVO. See what she's talking about since she don't want to give us the answer right off the top. A disco dancer? Not, the internet don't even know what a Devo baby is. I give up. I give up, Bohemian. Okay. Oh, the term Devo refers to a highly distinguished male singer. Oh. Oh, so you have been making sense this whole time. I got you. My brain wasn't interpreting it the way, you know what I mean? Like how you was typing it up. I was like, yo, what is he trying to be cryptic for right now? Just tell me what it is. Yeah, I don't think Puffy killed everyone. Even though, I know should be deep. It should be connected. But I think we all knew that about Prince. Prince was definitely a Devo. I got you, Bohemian. I got you. I got you. We on the level now. We on the eye. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, Prince was definitely a Devo. I got that. From the first time I saw him with the eyeshadow on. That was the first time I ever saw that. A dude with eyeshadow on. I was like, and not even it still didn't come up. It still didn't register in my head that he might have been like a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? Not to knock homosexuality, anything like that, but it never occurred to me in my mind that he might like guys just because he put on eyeliner. Not even. Even when he had the lace on, he had the high heels on. Mans came out with his cheeks out a few times. I was just like, yo, he's a fucking gangster. I don't know. Or like, I don't, yo, it's crazy how the mind does that shit. Cause if you see anybody else do it, you gonna be like, he's one of them. But when Prince did it, I was like, nah, he's just a gangster. Like he even says, what's that song? If I could be a girlfriend or something like that, like he literally be identifying as a woman on some gangster shit. Like it's gangster. And that's why when I first started my Instagram, what, 12, 13 years ago in 2011, and they first introduced when you can put a bio like under your handle, I put lesbian because that's how much I identified as a lesbian. That I felt comfortable calling myself a fucking lesbian. And I was like, I wish somebody would ask me why, how am I a dude that's a lesbian? And I would love to tell them. Brittany Murphy died of pneumonia just like his wife. Nah, I did not know that. Nah, never seen the lollipop clip. I have seen a picture of him with like he even in interviews he constantly has like a lollipop or something. I think that's just like a power play. Like he's trying to invite people to his mouth or women. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he gets to choose whoever he wants to choose. Facts. Women and men were swooning all over Prince. Who told the joke? Was it Bernie Mac? I forgot who told the joke that basically Prince fucked him or some shit like that, or he's been gay ever since then or something like that. I forgot who told that joke, but it was funny as hell. I died. And everybody died when he told the joke because everybody thought that like Prince was converting straight dudes. I mean, if I showed up to Prince's house and he came out with some waffles and invited me to play some basketball, I would definitely be like, all right, I live here now. I mean, I wouldn't convert to a whole new sexuality. I don't even think that's not possible for me, but I would definitely be like his roadie. I would like be one of the people who follows his tour bus around if finances allowed. Nah, facts though. Prince was one of them ones, man. I used to tell people that he was my uncle. Like I would look them dead in their eye and be like, "Yo, Prince is my uncle," and like not laugh, no jokes. Years would go by, and I would keep up the facade. Like, "Yo, don't make me call my uncle right now." Yeah, me and Prince is tight. And as light brights should be, you know. It's really light brights are in our own. We got our own compartment within the human experience. I mean, if Prince was gay or bisexual, you would definitely have heard stories, and you never heard any stories at all. Like, where are his children at? Like, we see, yo. Speaking of that, I knew Michael Jackson had children, and I've seen them before, but it never really clicked to me that how, how is Michael Jackson really? You know, we know what the original Michael Jackson looks like. And then you see his kids, and his kids don't look nothing like the original Michael Jackson. I'm like, how are those his kids? And why did he allow that to happen? I always thought Michael was like super smart, super like, although, you know, he claimed he had alopecia or whatever the illness is, or where his skin automatically like turned white over time. So he just like went and dyed his skin so he wouldn't have to worry about it turning that color. I don't know, man. Very weird shit surrounding that, all of that. And I try not to think about it because it ain't none of my business. But I say all that to say, Mike had kids. Where's Prince's kids? I don't ever hear about Prince's kids. I never even thought to like Google his children, if in fact he has children, if any of them are as gifted as him. Like, who's in charge of his estate even? Because he's got some posthumous albums that came out, and they were like really religious, like gospely, and I was like, maybe this is what he wanted. I don't know. Smart Savvy was good. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, no, never provided any evidence. Never had to. It was just I got the light. I got the light bright skin going on for me. I got the little beauty mark. Boom, boom. You know, that's all I. That's all I needed. That's all the evidence I needed. And you know, we were both skinny. That's it. That's it. Both had good hair. That's it. Yo, I really could. I should do that though, but I'm not. I'm not gonna tell nobody else that. But like, if you caught me when I was a teenager, I would. That would be like one of the things I told you right from the jump. Like right when we first met, I'm like, yo, by the way, you know, Prince is my uncle. Yeah, we not tight like that, so he don't. I can't call him up and ask him to send me nothing. But like that's at family reunions, I'll give him a hug. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit. But I definitely might have to do an AI photo. Yo, you so right about that, Bohemian. In that era, people would, they, you know, men wore bell bottoms and all of that, wore platforms. You know, I don't, can a man have cleavage? I don't know, but definitely had the cleavage out if that's a thing. With the frilly shirts and all of that. And nobody ever said, especially Rick James. Rick James was a womanizer, wasn't he? As far as I know. I often watch. I don't watch him, but I'll be like brushing my teeth or like reading or something, and my dad will be watching a YouTube video. He loves watching YouTube videos about Prince, and there was a YouTube video he was watching talking about how Rick James brought Prince on tour very early in Prince's career, and he would just be on the side of the show like watching, and like he would steal his shit at the next show when he opened for him. And they actually had, I want to say it was a playful, but they had a very serious like rivalry where they would be fucking with each other's instruments and shit, the curtains, the lights, the fucking soundboards. It was funny to hear about that shit, and it just warms my heart to know that they was hazing each other. Prince was the first artist in history to have a number one film, album, and single at the same time. Yeah, I think he started that whole come out. I'm gonna drop a film that has to do with like my music. Eminem stole it. 50 Cent stole it. What other artist stole it? Maybe Mike took like a page out of the book, but Mike didn't have a full length film. He would just make his videos like 10, 15 minutes long. Oh, Prince don't have no kids? Yo, I've seen some AI renditions of what Mike would look like if he never had any surgeries, and it's pretty cool. AI is nice with that stuff. Oh, he had a baby, but the baby died. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Damn. Damn. Have you ever heard any stories about Prince's like the beginning of his life? I heard he was like he was really abused as a child. They used to lock him in the closet and shit. There's like a 8 hour documentary or some shit like that that was approved, and like it has very high production value. They spent millions and millions of dollars making this documentary by some famous, like really good, I forget his name, but like a guy known for his documentaries, and he wanted to release it, but the estate and Netflix, I think Netflix bought the rights to it. They wanted to make it shorter, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna give it to y'all if y'all gonna make it shorter." And so we'll never see this fucking documentary, and I'm tight about it. Oh, you cocktailing tonight? Like you cocktailing at a location at a bar, or you cocktailing in your crib? Yeah, yeah, I heard about him being a Jehovah Witness until his death. I didn't know he was. I thought that was like a thing that he did closer to the end of his life. I didn't know he was always like that. Where we at? 46. Okay, we still got a little bit of time. 8 o'clock. It was good hanging out with y'all tonight. So far, of course, it's always chill. It's always live. It's always love. I'm happy that we get to do this. Talk about our favorite fucking artists in the world. Prince Prince just might be my actual favorite fucking artist. I don't think I know anybody else's catalog like I know his. I might I might know DMX's catalog like I know his. But when I tell you I know like almost every one of Prince's hits verbatim, like from the first note, that's the kind of fan I am. um but yeah, I think DMX, oddly enough, I know a lot of Ja Rule's fucking catalog because he was like one of my favorite artists back in the day. He fucked me up with that Holla Holla video. Oh my god, when that video came out, I lost my mind. I was like, this nigga's the illest ever. That first album, Vinny Vita Vici, word. I was in 8th grade. I'll never forget. All I listened to that year was, I think Michael Jackson dropped the album that year, and I listened to Ja Rule's album, Trick Daddy's album. Was that the year Trick Daddy's album came out? Nah, Trick Daddy was like 9th grade. This is my junior year. No, that was the same year. Trick Daddy and Ja Rule was getting spins. Oh, you know now that dress fashion to me? That dress fashion to me? With more polo shit to me, bitch. You know now. Oh man, middle school was so fire. I got so many good memories throughout middle school. Prince's I Will Die For You was about the Holy Spirit. I've never heard that. I'm not your love. Okay, yeah, now I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Now that you say that, the lyrics do kind of, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, slow living. You said it. Same thing I heard. We probably watched the same YouTube video. That's where I got it from. Oh yeah, I knew Michael Jackson was a Jehovah Witness since like birth. His mom and dad were into that. I wonder what's so appealing about Jehovah Witness to black people. I see a lot of black people in that school of thought. And as far as I know, I was always taught that they was racist in the beginning, the dude who started it. Like even today, they don't even when they come to the house and they knock on the door, I always kick it with them. For I try to hold them. They think they about to convert me. I'm trying to convert them. But yeah, they had some new movie that the Jehovah's put together, a big production film, and they made Jesus a white guy again. And I was like, yo, why do y'all support this church if they keep throwing this white Jesus in front of y'all? Like, there's no way Jesus was that color. If he was in fact a real person who walked the earth, he was not that color. The man, even in the Bible, they tell you that his hair was woolly, like a sheep's wool or whatever. Yeah, bronze feet, and his eyes was always red. Those are classic characteristics of a black man. They hid out in Egypt for a while. How you hide as a white man in Egypt 2,000 years ago? I don't know. But that's none of my business. You know what I'm saying? I let people participate in the faith that they want to participate in. I'm just happy that they have some faith. I wish people would move more into a knowing than faith. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's not my business. They can do whatever they want with their faith. Believe all you want to. My master teacher used to say, to believe is to be lying to Eve's children. That's what he used to tell me. But the fact that Michael Jackson and Prince were Jehovah Witness is like, what's up with that? Because y'all had the money to go to Egypt. Y'all had the money to go to the Vatican. Peruse the paintings that they don't let people take pictures of, like witness the Black Madonna. Like, it baffles me, man. But it always goes to show you too, like no matter how much you look up to people, they still can just be like way left of where you're at in certain aspects of their life. So, you know, we can't hold people in some type of like shade just because they don't make all the choices that we would make or we want them to make for themselves. Let that be a lesson today. Remember the TV sitcom Good Times and White Jesus? Nah, don't even ring a bell. Never heard of that. Oh, I remember Good Times, but I've never heard of White Jesus. I heard of Black Jesus. I remember Black Jesus on Cartoon Network. I love that show. That shit was funny as hell. It had Charlie Murphy, uh, Pops from Friday. What's homie's name? Damn, I usually know his name off the top of my head, but Witherspoon, John Witherspoon. There we go. That shit was so funny. But also got pretty boring at times. But yeah, speaking of boring, thank you for joining this live. Thank you for clicking into the chat, joining the community. If you love free thought, critical thought, consider subscribing to the channel. If you love these conversations, if you love being a part of an emerging community, this is your home. Welcome, welcome. Good Times had a picture of white Jesus in their home? Why am I having a Mandela effect right now? Because I swear they always had a picture of Black Jesus in their home. Oh, okay. I just Googled it and it says right here, there's an episode called Black Jesus. When the Evans family hangs JJ's painting of Black Jesus in the home against Florida's protest, everybody suddenly gets a run of good luck. So there was actually an episode where they hung up a black Jesus and Florida protested. So yeah, that speaks a little bit to that. But when I get my crib, man, I wonder, like, I would like some type of depiction of a black figure, a black holy figure, but I wonder what it would be. Like, I could go the Egyptian route, like an Anubis or like an Osiris, but you know, all that's gonna be like, it could be somebody's imagination. But to make a fair depiction of what Black Jesus would look like, I wonder if I would hang that in my home. I think I would. And it wouldn't be for me, it would be for my daughters. Because I want them to know, like, I didn't have that when I was growing up. Like, I would always see depictions of a white Jesus, and I saw it so much that I literally thought that that was literally him. And then I think the first time I saw a depiction of a black Jesus, I was like in my mid to late 20s, and that shit rocked my world. And it wasn't hard to accept at all, because I kind of knew the story was a little off. But I think children need to see it, an accurate representation. And then that way, when they see the other representation of the white Jesus, they can then ask themselves, why are there two representations of the same person? And why does it matter? Oh, I had top messages on, not even all messages. Oh, okay. Not looks like that I missed much. 20 people in the chat. What up? Welcome. We're not gonna stay for too much longer. I'm gonna hold it down for like another 3 minutes. And I'm gonna let y'all go because I gotta make some dinner. Let's circle back to the original theme of the video while we close it out, right before we close it out. I see a lot of people are in the chat, and they might be in the chat because of the title, the theme of the video, which was fed, fucked, and freed from all responsibility. I open that up to y'all. What do y'all have to say about that? Any elaborations? My elaboration on the theme was, that is a level of humanity. That is a level of experience that I think we all aspire for. And if anybody is telling themselves that is not a level of experience that they aspire for, hold on, there's a mosquito right here. Coming to the light. I think I got him. At least I clipped him. And if you don't aspire to that level of experience on this journey we call life, I think it's highly probable that you're lying to yourself. And that's why I would like to talk about it. Acknowledge it. Open the space for it. And yeah, see what comes of that. If not, it's all good. It's been super chill kicking it with y'all. Shout out to you, Bohemian. Shout out to Smart Savvy. Yeah, let me give my shout out. Slow Living. The homie from Texas. What's his name again? Golden Lotus, what up? I don't think I said hey when I saw you. Serena, thank you for coming through. Serena KL. FamTX, that's what his name is. FamTX, thank you for coming through. Unseen, always good to see you, my love. Who else? Who else? I think that's it. Oh, Nimbria. No, pause, my bad. Namira, there we go. Namira, what up, Namira? All right, I think I covered everybody. The fam. Serena, thank you for that hot cocoa too. Goodness gracious, thank you for that hot cocoa. You know I need it. You know I need it. I need it all. Every donation Helps me get closer to my daughters, which is the thing I need most in the world right now. Like if I could stand on a corner, stand at the traffic light, stand up on a sidewalk in front of your favorite fucking box store and hold up a cardboard box, that's what I would say. Donate to help me get back to my family. So thank you for that, Serena. Appreciate you, my love. Let's get that energy going. To the one of us who is many, we come to you in total awareness. Please grant my friends peace, progress, prosperity, persuasion, pleasure, and panacea in this present moment that is now. Ashe, Aho, Amen, and like Alaken. I'll see y'all on Friday. Uh-oh. It's going to be a live one on Friday. Let's go, baby. Until then, stay hydrated, stay nourished, take care of yourself, and most of all, stay dangerous. All right, peace.